Amina was a beautiful, kind, hardworking, and respectful young woman. As a young girl, she had always dreamed of having a beautiful family and being surrounded by love. Her heart was full of hope. When Amina became of age, men from all around the village came to ask for her hand in marriage. Her first suitor, Bashir, was a handsome and wealthy young man. Amina's parents were happy with the match, and the two were married with great ceremony. It seemed like a fairy tale come true. Bashir loved her deeply, and Amina loved him in return. For the first year of their marriage, everything was perfect. But as soon as the 1 year anniversary of their wedding came around, Bashir became very ill. At first, it was just a mild fever, but it quickly turned into something more serious. Despite the best efforts of the village healers, Bashir's condition worsened, and within a few weeks, he died mysteriously. The villagers were shocked. How could Bashir, a young and healthy man, die so suddenly? They whispered among themselves, but Amina, devastated by the loss, tried to stay strong. She questioned God. Oh goodness, how can I lose my husband, Bashir? He was fine a few weeks ago. I don't think he should have left me. She prayed to God for answers, but no answers came. After Bashir's death, Amina was heartbroken but determined not to give up on love. Her family and friends were worried, but Amina, who had always believed in the power of love, eventually remarried. She was a very beautiful girl and unresistible. It was as if the death of Bashir made way for more suitors to come ask for her hand in marriage. Eventually, she met another man called Salihu. She married Salihu, a hard-working farmer from the neighboring village. At first, their marriage was filled with happiness. But once again, the unfortunate incident happened. After just 1 year, Salihu fell ill and died mysteriously as well, just like Bashir. This time, the villagers began to whisper that something was wrong with Amina. Could it be that she was cursed? Was she the cause of her husband's death? How can she lose her husband in a space of 2 years? Amina, confused and grief stricken, couldn't understand what was happening. She wept. She cried. Oh no, I can't be going through this. I lost Bashir. How can I lose my second husband, Salihu? What is happening with me? Or am I truly cursed? She cried and questioned God for answers. The villagers said to themselves, well, it could be coincidence. These things happen. We just hope it doesn't happen again. They felt bad for Amina and consoled her. Don't worry, Amina. You will be fine. Another man will come, and this time around, he will stay. After few months, she married again. This time, it was Jamilu, a young and ambitious man. The same thing happened. Jamilu died mysteriously after 1 year. Then came Sani, followed by Bello, and then Mustafa, and each one of them died after just 1 year of marriage. Every time Amina remarried, she believed that this marriage would be different. But every time her husbands died, the villagers started to talk, and they whispered things like Amina is cursed or she is bad luck for her husbands. They started avoiding her. Whenever Amina is walking on the village road, they bullied her. Bad luck. Witch. You have killed all the suitors that are supposed to marry us in this village. Just because you are beautiful, we should not rest again. Another person from the ladies came and said, Amina, you killed my only brother. Is it a crime for a man to marry you? Look at the men you have killed. Do not come close to us in this village. You are a witch. You are good for nothing. Beauty for ashes. They bullied Amina. If she goes to the market, they bullied her and refused to sell to her. If she goes to the village stream to fetch water, they will chase her out of the river. They will say to her, Amina, don't contaminate our water with your bad luck. We don't need you anywhere in this village. I wonder why you still have the face to walk around. And Amina would walk in shame, crying in deep tears, praying to God, Oh Lord, please help me. Help me out of this situation. I don't know what is happening to me. I don't know why my husbands are dying. Amina would beg the villagers to please be nice to her, but nobody was ready to listen to her. It got so bad that she fell so sick, and her father tried to buy medications for her. They refused to sell medications to her father, all because she was Amina's father. They called her father, father of a witch. Your daughter is a witch. Why not just let her die like her husbands so that all the other suitors in this village and the neighboring village can have long life? Mr. Man, is it not obvious that men love your daughter because of her beauty? But what has her beauty done for us if not bring death to our young men? Do not buy any medication for her. Amina fell so sick, and her parents resorted to getting herbs from the bush, boiled it for her just to feel better. Fortunately, she became well again, but became a shadow of herself and was always isolated in the room. She couldn't even come out to see the daylight because at the sight of her, people feel disgusted and treated her with so much hatred and disdain. Amina began to feel like there was something wrong with her indeed, like maybe she was destined to be alone. She couldn't understand why this was happening. One night, as Amina lay in bed alone, after yet another loss of a husband, she was visited by a mysterious figure in her dreams. He was tall, handsome, and had the appearance of a man from a different time, someone who didn't belong in the village. The man introduced himself as Dahiru, and he claimed to be her spirit husband. Amina woke up startled, drenched in sweat. She didn't understand what the dream meant, but it felt so real. In the days that followed, she had several dreams where Dahiru would appear to her, telling her that they were married and that she had children with him in the spirit world. Amina became frightened, unsure of what was happening to her. Why do you appear to me, Dahiru? She asked in one of her dreams. Because you are mine, Amina, Dahiru replied with a smile. You were given to me when you were a child. Our union is not of this world, but of the water. I have given you children, and I have been with you through all your marriages. I take your husbands to keep you with me. Amina woke up the next morning feeling confused and disturbed. She had always been taught that marriage was sacred, but this was something different, something supernatural. As the days passed, Amina began to notice something strange. In the mirror, she would sometimes see a pair of eyes watching her, not her own reflection, but the eyes of a man. Sometimes, when she tried to sleep, she could hear soft whispers calling her name. Amina, Amina, my love. The truth began to sink in. Amina was married to a spirit husband, and he was responsible for the mysterious deaths of her earthly husbands. Amina sought the help of an elderly woman in the village, Mama Aisha, who was known for her knowledge of spiritual matters. Mama Aisha listened carefully to Amina's story and then spoke. Amina, my child, you have been married to a spirit husband from the water. This spirit has claimed you as his wife since you were a child. When you marry in the physical world, your spirit husband does not allow your earthly husband to live. He takes them away one after the other, 1 year after the marriage, because he does not want to share you with anyone. Amina was shocked. She had never believed in such things before. But now it all made sense. The mysterious death of her husbands were not coincidences, but the work of her spirit husband, Dahiru, who was using his powers to keep her in the spirit world with him. Mama Aisha continued, "To break this curse, you must confront the spirit husband. You need to sever the bond between you and Dahiru. Only then will your earthly marriage be free to thrive." Amina, now desperate to live a normal life, agreed to go through the ritual that Mama Aisha described. It was a difficult and dangerous task, and she had to face Dahiru in the spirit world. But Amina knew that she had no choice. She wanted to live, to love, and to have a family of her own. On the night of the full moon, Amina and Mama Aisha went to a sacred river near the village. There, they performed an ancient ritual, calling on the spirits of the water to help Amina sever her bond with Dahiru. The ritual was long and difficult, involving prayers, offerings, and symbolic gestures. As Amina closed her eyes, she was transported to the spirit world once again. The hero appeared before her, his eyes glowing in the darkness. "Why are you doing this, Amina?" he asked. His voice was full of anger. "You are mine. You will never leave me." Amina, trembling but determined, stood tall and said, "I am not yours. I belong to the living, to those who can love and cherish me. I do not belong in the spirit world. I reject you, Dahiru. Let me go." The spirit husband roared in fury, but with the help of Mama Aisha's chants and prayers, Amina felt the bond between them break. Dahiru's force began to fade, and the oppressive presence he had over Amina disappeared. When Amina woke up the next day, she felt lighter, as if a heavy weight had been lifted from her heart. She returned to her village, where she was greeted with open arms by the villagers, who had once feared her. Amina knew that her life was now her own, and that she was finally free. A few months later, Amina married a man named Khalid, a gentle and caring man who treated her with love and respect. This time, Amina's marriage was blessed and her happiness grew. They had children together, and her life was filled with peace and joy. And that was how the story of Amina ended. Now, the moral of this story is this: beware of spiritual forces that can influence your life in ways you may not understand. Face your fears and confront what haunts you. Only by doing so can you break free from the chains that bind you. Love and family are precious, and sometimes we must fight for them, even against forces we cannot see. Faith and determination are powerful tools in overcoming even the greatest of challenges. Thank you so much for listening to my story. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I hope you were entertained.